Hello, I'm Amin and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back guys. It's been a couple of weeks since I made a video, and since I last made a video, I've had some new subscribers. I've had 15 or 20 new subscribers, so for me that's a lot and I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for subscribing. I really appreciate it. The more you show your appreciation, the more I will make videos and make this, whatever this is. Anyway, today we are going to be talking about the iPhone 8. It comes out, or they're releasing the Apple having the event on September 12th. So if you guys are interested in the iPhone 8, which I assume you are since you're watching this video, put that in your calendar and stay tuned. Before then, I'm going to show you or tell you a bit about what to expect on September 12th and what the features are already confirmed and what we hope to be confirmed for the iPhone 8. There's been a lot of talks about what the iPhone 8 is going to have and what Apple will promise for this, and a lot of contradicting things. I have done a lot of research for this video for you guys, so you don't have to spend hours, countless amount of time going over countless amount of stuff to find out what's going on. A few things that have been confirmed that most people might not know about yet is the tiers. It's not going to just be one phone Apple are going to release. It's not going to be just two phones Apple are going to release, but in fact it was going to be three phones. And this, I've been told, it has been confirmed that three new phones will be released by Apple. And that will be the iPhone 8, the iPhone 8 Plus, and the iPhone Edition, or the iPhone 8 Edition. I don't know, I think it's called the iPhone Edition, not the iPhone 8 Edition, but that I don't know. So I think it's the iPhone Edition. I personally thought they should have named them the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, and the iPhone 8 Pro, just like the Max range they did, to show that the phone is more powerful, it's a better version. But Apple's not going for this. They're going for iPhone Edition, which is like they have done for their Apple Watch. They've got the Apple Watch Edition. Now let's just think about the phones that have been released so far in 2017. And there has been a trend. There's been a trend of what's happening with these phones. And what is happening, what the trend is, most of you guys might know about this, but the trend that is happening is that the phones are getting smaller for the first time in a very long time. For the last, I don't know how many years, the phones have just been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now they're getting smaller again. But the screens are getting bigger. And the way to do this is to take the bezel away, take the chins and the foreheads away from the phones. So what I've been told, only the iPhone 8 Edition, the iPhone Edition, is going to be like this. The iPhone Edition is going to be smaller with a bigger screen. My phone here, I don't know if you can see that. You've got the screen and the black bits at the top and bottom is the chin and then the forehead. This is a 7 Plus, by the way. So that's going to go away, and so the front of the screen, most of the screen is just going to be a screen, like you're holding the actual screen. It's just going to be the display and nothing else. This poses a lot of problems, like the Touch ID, the fingerprint reader for the iPhone. I believe the iPhone 8 and the iPhone 8 Plus is going to have a home button. I could be wrong, or a virtual home button, shall I say. I could be wrong on that, but it should have a virtual home button. These phones should have Touch ID, from what I've not been told anything about this because this is still a bit up in the air, but from what I've gathered, they should still have Touch ID. But the iPhone Edition, which is going to be smaller with a bigger screen, doesn't have room for the home button. And a lot of people have said, yeah, they're just going to put a Touch ID under the screen, which is a great idea. But from what I gathered, from what I've been told, Apple either don't have the patent for that yet, because they always want to get a patent before they release anything, or they just don't have the time to make that yet. So there's been a lot of discussions about the fingerprint reader being on the back, like some other phones. And there's been some phone cases leaked. I don't know if these are legit, if these are real. Could easily be fake, but these look real. There's phone cases leaked with a circle cut out in the back where people think the fingerprint reader is going to go. Instead of a fingerprint reader on the iPhone Edition, they are going to introduce, for the first time, Apple are going to have a 3D facial recognition. And you might have seen this on other phones. If you have a Samsung, you'll know about this. I know a lot of new Samsungs have facial recognition to unlock your phone. The difference with Apple is, I'm not too sure about the Samsung at the moment, but Apple are going to have an infrared facial recognition, so you can unlock the phone even if you're in your bedroom and it's dark. It should still be able to see your face and unlock the phone. But Apple apparently are 2 years ahead of everyone else with facial recognition. So their technology is 2 years ahead of the market so far. So this is why Apple have waited until now to bring it out. And they've been developing this for a few years, and now they think it's a good time to bring it out because they might not have the Touch ID on the iPhone 8 edition. Now, one thing Apple users have been wanting for a few years now, and I've been wanting this for a long time, since I've seen it first introduced on the market, is wireless charging. Wireless charging, Samsung has been doing great with that, and a lot of other companies already got that out, so Apple still don't have wireless charging. And that's because the way Apple make their phones is they usually have a metal back. You can't have a wireless charging phone or wireless charging capabilities if the back of the phone is metal. So for this year, the iPhone 8 are going to have a glass back, which is the biggest pointer to the introduction of wireless charging for Apple. But according to patents and according to some people inside of Apple, that the wireless charging capabilities are not going to be fast. So some companies have super fast wireless charging, so you can charge up just up your phone in 30 minutes. Apparently this is not going to happen for the iPhone 8, maybe for the iPhone 9, but not for the iPhone 8. So the charging will be slower, I think, than if you plug it in. But the capabilities are there, and in some shops in some coffee shops where they already have the systems where you can put down your phone and wirelessly charge them, you can use all those systems with the iPhone 8. Now, here is one thing. The headphone jack. Everyone wants the headphone jack back. Yes, it might be old technology, but the rest of the market hasn't taken it away. Why? Why do Apple need to just be insistent on taking away the headphone jack? This phone doesn't have the headphone jack, and there's been many times where I've been in a situation where I have my normal Apple headphones without my adapter, and I wanted to listen to music or listen to a podcast or listen to something, but I couldn't. So Apple, just bring it back. Okay, I just want to introduce one more thing before I talk about the confirmed hard drive sizes and the confirmed prices. So there's one more thing. Apple apparently have had a patent for possibly Apple Pencil support for the iPhone. So if you got the iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil like I do, and the Pencil is great, it works so good with the iPad Pro, you might be able to use it for the iPhone 8, but I've been told this might not be a feature upon release. It might be a feature upon a later update, so just be aware about that and just be patient if that's going to come. I don't know if they will claim that in the event on September 12th or hold back on that for a later release. We shall find out. Okay, finally, what people have been waiting for is the hard drive sizes and the prices. Alright, for the iPhone 8 range, there's going to be 3 tiers of hard drive sizes, just like all the other, just like normal. That's no surprise to Apple, but they're upping their lower tiers, upping the smaller size phone to 64 gigabytes. 64 gigabytes is I think is a good size storage. 64, 128 I think would be good size storage, but there's not going to be 128. They're going to go from 64 to 256, and I have a 256 gigabyte iPhone 7 Plus, should I say. The only reason why I got it is because I got mine upon release and I couldn't grab 128 gigabytes, I only had 256, and because I wanted it straight away, I just paid for it. To be fair, I only use up like I think 80 gigabytes of my 256 gigabytes, so I don't really need that. But for the iPhone 8, the highest model is going to be 512 gigabytes, and Apple released 512 gigabyte iPad Pros recently, which is great. You might need the hard drive for the iPad Pro if you're using it like a laptop, but why do you need 512 gigabytes for an iPhone, for a phone? You don't need it. But Apple, I think, introduced this because of 4K filming. 4K footage takes up a lot of space on your phone, and how good Apple cameras, iPhone cameras are a lot of people using the iPhone camera for more professional things, for work, or other things, for YouTube. A lot of people film on YouTube, on their phones for YouTube, and that is great. It really works. So this is probably why they've extended their hard drive capacity for those kind of people who film a lot on their phones and use a lot of space very quickly. Now, what does that mean about prices? At the moment, Apple have only released American dollar prices because they're American. So if you want, you can convert them. But the cheapest phone, cheapest iPhone 8 will start at $999. That's $350 more than the iPhone 7 cheapest comparison. And Apple say that's because of the new technology, wireless charging, all the technology they've put in the phone to make it happen. Extended battery life, apparently, we shall see. And facial recognition. They're 2 years ahead of the market on facial recognition. So, oh boy, you are really paying for it. And there up it goes to $1,099 and then $1,199. So it's breaking the $1,000 mark. Apparently a lot of people are willing to pay for this, so there is a market for that. But we shall see when Apple releases the phone, we shall see what the pre-order sales are like, because I remember with the iPhone 7, it was so hard to get an iPhone. The pre-orders, they sold it like crazy. I'm not expecting the iPhone 8 to sell as fast as the iPhone 7, purely because of the price range. But most people pay monthly for the iPhones anyway, so if you're one of those people, you're probably paying an extra $20 or $30 a month, which, okay, it could be a big difference for most people. And for me, yeah, that is a big difference. So it's whether you think it's worth it and you're willing to pay the extra. So let me know below, guys, what your thoughts are about the iPhone 8, whether you want to get one, and what are the features that I've missed out that you might know that I've been told about. So let me know in the comments below, and smash that like button, guys. I'd really appreciate that. I really appreciate all the support I'm getting for my channel at the moment, and share this video with your family and friends. It would mean a lot to me. And if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.